Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Giants. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. What a run there. I mean, you got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached to get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands, and guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Murray now. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he gets it down to the 32. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Murray. He hits Adams complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's Jacobs. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Hey, on the hop, on the hop. Hey.
Now Murray. And that'll be incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Throwing again, Murray. Touchdown, Raiders! De'Ami Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders march right down the field on the opening drive to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And running with power here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Raiders defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Jones. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Murray. And that is incomplete. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
10 more there and another first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 34. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
2nd and 10. Now they'll send Adams in motion left. On 2nd down, Jacobs. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. The left side throw complete to Adams. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Carlson able to put this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. 3 and 5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5 and 5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3 and 6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Throwing, Jones.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here we go, hey.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Jones.
He'll find Hodgins there complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Timberland.
Again, it's Barkley. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Barkley will take this one in. Touchdown, New York. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention. And it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Easy, quiver. Easy.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, shit.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And it's complete to Adams. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. To throw, it's Murray. Got a man, it's Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Adams the man in motion right. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Murray now running left off the option. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Giants' 20-yard line.
Throwing now is Murray. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Big Ace open.
Shotgun now for Murray. That one taken in by Adams. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Swim.
Jacobs will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Catch made here by Campbell. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Hey, hold on. Let's go.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. Maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to get the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. That's exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Bama, Bama, Bama.
Going in motion left, that's Campbell.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
In motion right, Campbell.
Now Jones on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
That's pulled in at the 32. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Omaha, Omaha, Omaha. Big East.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Big East.
One more time with Jacobs.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal.
Buzz.
Murray now running right on the option. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And then they turn on the game film. The coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. Well, they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
In motion right, Campbell. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Jones now throwing on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 119 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they
intercepted.
Ja'Cory Bennett has it.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
After the turnover, here's Murray, and this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick six, and then the two-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense, everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
All three timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
A first down carry for Barkley. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
Rita.
From the 36, Jones.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Ja'Cory Bennett has it, and the Raiders have just about sewn up this football game. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day three corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Down inside the 40.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs.
And he's going to have a ringer 1st down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Easy.
Now a give to Jacobs running right.
And he's across for a late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
obviously, Charles, such an important, well-executed touchdown, and that caps off what has been a strong second half. Remember, they trailed at halftime.
And how about the response? That's the type of thing that every team talks about before a season begins. Don't worry about the scoreboard at the half. Let's play strong in the second and come out and take the fight to our opponent. They did exactly that, and now they have the lead to show for it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's first and 10. Now Jones.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Jacorian Bennett has it, and the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. They'll clock management 101.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Las Vegas,
the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, their season is on.